Good morning, Shindo here. Today we go back to Iran. Iran is harassing U.S. ships, the Strait of Hormuz, which is a very, very important strait in the Persian Gulf. This is from the Times of Israel. After chasing U.S. ship, Iran vows to confront anyone in, quote, our waters, unquote. Defense minister says boats will be warned and then face down after U.S. complains destroyer was harassed in international territory. No surprise here with the so-called commander-in-chief we have right now that Iran gets away with this, especially after the United States pays a ransom to Iran. Iran's defense minister said Thursday his country would confront any foreign vessel that enters its territorial waters after 4 Iranian warships sped close to 2 U.S. Navy destroyers with their weapons uncovered in the Strait of Hormuz. Hussein Daghin did not comment directly on Tuesday's affair, though he insinuated that the incident occurred inside Iranian territory. U.S. officials have stated it took place in international waters. The USS Nizhny shot warning flares, sounded its whistles, and attempted unsuccessfully to communicate with Iranian boats during Tuesday's incident, which Americans' defense officials call, quote, unsafe and unprofessional. Duggan said that his country's, quote, naval units have the duty of safeguarding the country's security in the sea and the Persian Gulf, unquote. Quote, naturally, these boats constantly monitor the developments and foreign vessels' movement, and naturally, this happens in the waters of our own country. If any foreign vessel enters our waters, we will give them a warning, and if it's an act of aggression, we will confront them, he said. U.S. Central Command spokesman, Commander Kyle Raines, said that Iranian vessels came within 300 yards of the American destroyer. The Nizhny was accompanied on its mission by the USS Mason, another destroyer. U.S. officials said the encounter occurred in international waters in the strait, a vitally important choke point with Iran to its north and the United Arab Emirates to the south. The destroyer had to change course to avoid a possible collision, even though it was near offshore oil rigs. Quote, Nizhny also changed its course multiple times in close proximity to offshore oil rigs in an attempt to maintain separation and better understand Iranian intentions, unquote, Raines said Wednesday. Quote, eventually the Iranian vessels slowed before proceeding outbound, he said. Quote, we assess the interaction as unsafe and unprofessional due to the Iranian vessels not abiding by international law and internationally recognized maritime rules of the road, as well as their high rate of closure in Nizhny and disregard of multiple warnings by the ship's whistle and flares, unquote, Raines said of the latest incident. Quote, the U.S. Navy continues to remain vigilant and is trained to act in a professional manner, and we expect the same of all nations with professional maritime forces, unquote. I barely even see a day that goes by where we don't see some kind of incident either with the Russians or the Syrians or the Iranians or the Chinese. This saber-rattling stuff, obviously Iran is doing this because they feel that they got the backing of another country, Everything is falling into place. All of this is falling into place for a reason, because soon, I don't know how soon, but soon, we are going to see this huge economic bubble burst. And when it does, and when resources are scarce, and when governments need its people to support their government, they're going to be going to war against each other. It's only a matter of time, and as we can see clearly, the players are being formed on both sides of this equation. Don't be fooled, folks, into this false rah, 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 USA, USA patriotism. If you like what I do here, subscribe, comment. I like your comments, comments that are actually critiques of my works, telling me that I'm a shithead is probably not, an adult critique. So please subscribe, comment, like these videos if you like them. Like these videos so that I can continue to do this and you can continue to get news that you're really not hearing anywhere else. This was covered yesterday as far as what happened with Iran. However, this is a new news story, just came out an hour ago, and this is the significance of Iran saying that they're going to continue to do this. It's all leading up to a big conflict, and I will continue to cover this as long as you're out there subscribing, commenting, and liking my videos. This is Shindo. Have a good day.